Hello, grade nines. Finally, we are wrapping up with your term-free assignment, mathematics. We are looking at section C of your assignment. What are the coordinates of the y-intercept, which is question number 22. What are the coordinates of the y-intercept? When we talk about the y-intercept, we talk about the y-intercept of a function. And in grade 9, actually, we talk about the y-intercept of a straight line function. Y-intercept of a straight line function. So you must understand what is it that we are talking about? The y-intercept of a straight line. Let me take you to the Cartesian plane a bit. You remember that a Cartesian plane is made up of the y-axis and also the x-axis. Now, once you have a straight line on a plane like this, you can see that this straight line, it's cutting the y-axis at this point. This is what we call the y-intercept. Y-intercept, it's actually the y-cut of your function. We are simply saying on which point of the y-axis, on which value on the y-axis does the straight line pass through. So this point where the graph cuts the y-axis is the y-intercept, and exactly at the point of the y-axis, the value of x is 0. All the time, whenever the graph cuts the y-axis, at that point where the graph is cutting the y-axis, the value of x at that point is 0. As you continue with your maths next year, you will find some graphs like this, graphs of this nature. You see this graph, it's also cutting the y-axis. At this point, this is called the y-intercept. This is called the y-intercept. And what we know about the y-intercept is that the value of x at that point, the x coordinate, it is 0. That is why mathematically, when we are looking for the y-intercept, we always let x be 0. So answering question number 22, I'm going to go to this straight line function, which is y equals to negative 2x plus 3. Where there is x, I will put 0. Y equals to negative 2. Substitute your x with 0. Y, you are looking for the y-intercept. All the time, when you are looking for the y-intercept, you must let x be 0. Therefore, y equals to 3. So the coordinates of the y-intercept is 0 and 3. In maths, when we say give us the coordinates of a point, you must give us the x coordinate and the y coordinate. The x coordinate is 0, the y coordinate is 3. Okay, let's go to 23. Given a straight line function f that is horizontal to the x-axis, line f goes through the coordinates -1 and 3. What is the equation of a line f? Given a straight line f that is horizontal to the x-axis. Okay, is given a straight line f that is horizontal to the x-axis. Line f goes through the coordinate -1 and 3. What is the equation of a line F? Okay, let's think about this. We have in a plane, we have the y-axis and we also have the x-axis. Now these guys, they are saying we have a straight line which is horizontal to the x-axis. And that line passed through the point -1 and 3. -1, -2, -3, 1, 2, 3. So -1 and 3, it's somewhere here. So that straight line passes here at -1 and 3. And they are saying that line is horizontal. I will prefer if they had said that line is parallel to the x-axis. So when they say it's horizontal to the x-axis, they are simply saying this line is like, it's a horizontal line. And it's passing through -1 and 3. It's passing through a point here, which is -1 and 3. So they want to know the equation of this line. The equation of this line, guys, it's y equals to 3. Because a horizontal line will always have the value of y, which is 3 at any point. Just know that the value of y, it's 3. At this point, x is something, y, it's 3. A horizontal line does not change its y coordinate. Let me say it like this. A horizontal line, when the line is horizontal, its y coordinate will not change. So let me say this is my horizontal line. And I know that at this point, I've got -1 and 3. It means that also at this point, I will have x and 3. Also at this point, x will be something, y will be 3. The y value, the y coordinate does not change along the horizontal line. That is why we just say y is 3 at all the points. So the equation of this line, it's y equals to 3. But now, why 4 marks given a straight line f that is horizontal to the x-axis? Line F goes through the coordinate -1 and 3. What is the equation of a line F? I'm sticking to y equals to 3. I don't understand why they are giving you 4 marks. A straight line F is horizontal to the x-axis. Is horizontal to a horizontal line. If they had said parallel, I don't know, but the equation is y equals to 3. That's my viewpoint. You'll confirm with your teacher what's happening here on 23. What is the gradient of a line y equals to -3 over 2x plus 5 over 2? Or this line is in a standard form. Do you know the standard form of a straight line? All straight lines are in this form. Y equals to mx plus c. When they are in the standard form, all straight line will be in this form. Y equals to mx plus c. So you can, where this m is the gradient, you can see that -3 over 2, it's our m. So m, the gradient, is -3 over 2. So guys, if we give you a straight line, let me say I give you a straight line, I say it's y equals to, not y, let me say y minus 6x equals to 10. And I ask you to find the gradient. In order for you to find the gradient, you must put that equation in a standard form. You must make y subject of the formula. Y must be alone. So this -6x must go this side. So you're going to have y equals to 6x plus 10. You will know that the gradient is 6. When you are looking for the gradient of a straight line from the equation, you must always put your equation in the standard form so that you will be able to see the gradient. I love this question that say, find the gradient. You must be able to spot the gradient from the equation of a straight line. So if I give it like this, y plus 3 over 2x equals to 5 over 2. What must you do? You must always put the equation in the standard form. You take this guy to this side. You have y equals to minus 3 over 2x plus 5 over 2. Now, since it's in the standard form, this is our m, this is our c. So the gradient is minus 3 over 2. Okay, which equation is represented by the coordinates minus 2 and 0, 0 and minus 2, 1 and negative 3? I think that 4 marks it's for this problem of number 25. They want the equation which is represented by these coordinates. I think this should be the equation of a straight line. The equation that they are looking for is the equation of a straight line. Which equation is represented by these coordinates? Okay, before I even find that equation, let me show you how these coordinates appear on a Cartesian plane. Let me have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Minus 2 and 0, this point is here. 0 and negative 2, this point is here. 1 and negative 3. 1, x is 1, y is negative 3. Y and negative 3. I'm matching y and negative 3. The point is here. So this is a straight line coming in this direction. So they are looking for the equation of a straight line, guys. We must be able to find, as grade 9 student, we must be able to find the equation of a straight line. So this is what I want you guys to do. Step 1, write your standard form equation. You say y equals to mx plus c. This is the first thing that you write. You write the standard form equation, y equals to mx plus c. Now from here, you know that you have to find m and you have to find c. That's all you need to know the equation of this line. You need m, you need c. How are you going to find this m? This m, guys, is the gradient of a line. This m is the gradient. So you must be able to find the gradient. How do you find the gradient? You say y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It is called change in y over change in x. This is how you find the gradient of a line. y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Let me take this negative 2 be my x1, this 0 be my y1. Let me take this 0 to be my x2. Remember, when we write a mathematical point, we always start with x. Then this one is our y2. So y2 minus y1. What is my y2? It's negative 2. Negative 2 minus, what is my y1? 0. Over x2. What is my x2? 0 minus, what is my x1? Minus 2. Therefore, if you press this on your calculator, your gradient is -1. Okay, so you are almost there. You now have y equals to -1x plus c. But in maths, there is no such a thing as -1x. If it's -1x, just write -x. Let us just call it -x. -1x, it's -x. So y equals to -x plus c. Now you are almost there. You just have to find this guy, which the c actually, it is the y-intercept of our straight line. From the graph, I can see very carefully that the y-intercept is -2. So actually, the point 0 and -2 is the point of the y-intercept. So the value of c should be -2. I'm going to calculate it to prove that c is -2. I know that this straight line is passing at this 3 point. Let me call this A, call this point B, call this point C. So you can use any of those points. Let me call this point D so that you don't confuse it with this C here. You can use any of the point on the straight line to find the C. You can say my y is -3. Remember, this is your y, this is your x. You use any point on the straight line to find C. You say y, you put it -3. Your x, you put it 1. You solve for C. -1, when it comes this side, is +1. So it's -3 plus 1 equals to C. Therefore, C equals to -2. So what is the equation of a straight line? Y equals to -x. Our C is -2. So this is the equation of this line. Y equals to -x, -2. Make sure that you practice this one. It's a very good question. It can come in your exam. What are the coordinates of the x and y intercept of the graph represented by the equation? What are the coordinates of the x intercept? Let's find the x-intercept first. To find x-intercept, you just substitute y with 0. So here, you say 4x plus 2 into, you let your y be 0, equals to 8. So you will be left with 4x. 2 times 0, it's 0. So you are left with 4x equals to 8. You substitute, you divide by 4 both sides. X is 2. So the coordinates of the x-intercepts is 2 and 0. And the coordinates of the y-intercept, to find the y-intercept, you simply put x0. Your coordinate, make sure that you do it. Your coordinate should be 0 and 4. Okay, here are some coordinates of a straight line. What is the gradient of this line? To find the gradient of a line, guys, remember, to find the gradient, you just say change it y over changing x. You say y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let this be your, your x2, this be your y2, this be your x1, this be your y1. Just pick any point and say this is my x1, my y1, this is my x2, this is my y2. So your y2 is -1 minus your y1 is 1. Your x2 is 4 minus your x1 is 1. So the gradient is -2 over 3. The gradient is -2 over 3 on 27. -2 over 3. Which graph represents the equation? or maybe they gave us some graphs. Which graph represent the, oh, they want you to draw a graph. They want you to draw a graph. Drawing the graph of a straight line is interesting, guys. Let me just show you an example of a straight line. A straight line is something, it can be like this. So you just have to find this point here. You have to find what we call the x-intercept. And you just have to find this point, the coordinates of this point here. You have to find the y-intercept. Once you find the x-intercept and the y-intercept, you can be able to draw a straight line graph. Please remember this. You can draw a straight line graph by simply finding your x-intercept and your y-intercept. Why do you have to find the x-intercept? You want to know at which value of x does the graph cut through. Why do you have to find the y-intercept? You want to know at which value of y does the graph cut through. So you are going to say, let's start with x-intercept. X-intercept, don't forget to find x-intercept. We always let the other guy be 0. We let y to be 0. So you've got 2y minus 6x minus 4 equals to 0. So let y be 0. 2 into 0. Where there is y, we put 0. What are we looking for? We are looking for the x-intercept. We will be left with something like minus 6x equals to 4. We take minus 4 to this side. Therefore, x equals to, if we divide both sides by negative 6, you're going to have 4 divided by negative 6, which is negative 2 over 3. X-intercept is negative 2 over 3. In a decimal form, I think it might be negative 0.6 recurring. Just confirm it. That was the x-intercept. Now I have to find the y-intercept. How do I find the y-intercept? I have to let x be 0. So I'm going to say 2y minus 6 into 0 minus 4 equals to 0. So you are left with 2y minus 6 times 0 is 0. 2y minus 4 equals to 0. 2y equals to 4. When you take minus 4 to the other side, you divide both sides by 2, y equals to 2. So your graph looks like this. Y equals to 2. Let me say this is my y, this is my x. 1, 2. Your y, it's here. It's 2. Your y-intercept. What is your x-intercept? Negative 0.6. If negative 1 is here, negative 0.6 is somewhere here. So your graph is like this. Yes. To draw the graph, a straight line, you just need to find your x-intercept. This guy here is the x-intercept. And we have to find the y-intercept. This guy here is the y-intercept. Then you have got a straight line graph. Oh, thank you guys for visiting, and keep visiting. See you next time.